So you're thinking about buying an action camera and choosing the right one is really hard. There are a lot of brands, but I do think if you stick to a simple rule, if you choose a DJI camera, Insta360 camera, and even a GoPro camera, you should be safe. Those three companies produce really good cameras, and usually they deliver, and you should be safe. But it's not easy, and like I said many times before, it all depends on preference and what you like. For me, usually DJI is the one I pick, but I also have the Insta360 camera. I also even have a GoPro camera, but usually I pick DJI camera, and the reason is quite simple for me. It's usually the best choice and performs best. And for me, that's really important, performance of a camera, because my videos is usually filmed outdoor in the woods, and the weather in Norway isn't perfect. And if you watch a lot of the reviews, usually those are filmed in location with perfect lighting conditions, and everything seems to be perfect, and it's easy to make a camera look good if you film in perfect location. And that's why I make videos like this, just to show people that this is what you get. And today I'm out testing two different cameras from two different brands, DJI camera and also Insta360 camera. I'm not gonna say right now which camera is which. We have camera A and camera B, but I do think you can spot it, but because it should be a difference in the way the image look. But both of them have the same sensor size. Both of them produces really good image quality. I do think that the one camera has a little advantage with 10-bit. The other one is only 8-bit. So for me, this is important just to show people that in conditions like this is what the cameras deliver. And for me, it's really important that the camera is easy to use. You just need to press record and go out and film something, and it should deliver good image quality, and good audio is also extremely important. And I must say, one of these cameras has an advantage when it comes to audio. And one of them are probably more perfect for vlogging, since you have the flip up screen. I think you know what I mean. The two cameras I'm testing today is the Ace Pro and the Action 5 Pro. Two of the best cameras in my opinion. Yeah, I know that Ace Pro Insta360 has a new camera now. It seems to be out of stock, but what I've seen so far, I can't see any difference. I just have to admit that you can't spot it in the image quality, maybe a little bit better in low light, but both of these cameras are fantastic in low light. And I'm going to record some sample footage, and I want you to tell me which of them do you like the best. We're going to record in normal color profile, but also in flat color profile. And with 10-bit and a flat color profile, you do have much more to work with, especially on the Action 5 Pro. That's my opinion. But both of these cameras are telling us that they named it and branded it with Pro, so it should have some Pro functions. But what do you think about the image quality right now? I have the Ace Pro set to matrix mode, so it should expose more or less for everything. And that's the advantage with the Ace Pro, that you can have face priority on, so you should be better light up, better exposed especially when you're vlogging. I don't see any reason using face priority when you're filming other things than your face. But we're going to take some sample footage, and please tell me what you think. We're going to use normal and also flat color profile. All the settings are the same. I set the white balance to 5500. The EV is set to -0.3 on the Action 5 Pro and -0.5 on the Ace Pro. Same sensor size, and it's going to be fun to see the clarity in the image. It's quite a dull day today. the sky is more or less completely white. You can see some details. It's going to be fun to see how the Ace Pro or Insta360 does it, especially with the texture in the skies, because sometimes, in my opinion, it overdo it too much. Some people like it, I don't like it. I want it to be as realistic as possible. So let's record some sample footage and you can tell me what you think. Have you spotted the difference now? It should be different. It is. It's two different cameras, but the same sensors, of course, but they produces different image. That's typical. Different brands. You can see that on GoPro has really high contrast image. I don't like that, and it's too warm. Insta360 also has a different image look than DJI, but still much better than GoPro, and you can't go wrong with the Ace Pro, that's for sure. DJI, in my opinion, has the more pleasant image. We're recording now in the flat color profile on both cameras, and adjusting the image on DJI is easier. It is. I usually always use a lot DJI's official lot, and you can do some minor tweaking. But setting the sharpness on this camera is really important. On the Ace Pro, set it to low. On DJI, set it usually to -2. You can add sharpness in post, and also noise reduction. Set that down, especially on DJI. That's a good thing to do. But for me, these are the two best cameras out now. Also DJI Action 4, of course, and I made a video, you can check that up here, where I told you to guess which camera is which, and I do have to admit that I like the Action 5 Pro image a little bit better than the Action 4. You can't tell a big difference, but the Action 4 seems to be a little bit more softer than the Action 5 Pro, and that is due to the chip inside the Action 5 Pro, which helps you lift the image a little bit, just like these two cameras. And Ace Pro has face priority, and that's a big strength of this camera because it's exposed for your face. But I bet you can see pretty clear now. We switch to normal colors now, but if I turn and you see up in the sky here, you can see a big difference. And I do have to say that the image on the Action 5 Pro up in the sky is the most realistic, but also it looks pretty good on the Ace Pro. Some people do like that, a little bit more texture in the sky, but what you can see on the Action 5 Pro is the most realistic. But again, it's all about preference. Like I said so many times before, people do choose cameras for different reasons and different uses. For me, I'm using the camera outdoor, and if I'm gonna do some activities in really bad conditions, I will take the Action 5 Pro over the Ace Pro. And that's more or less due to durability, because you have the flip-up screen on the Ace Pro. That can be a weakness, but still it's a really tough camera for sure. The only negative, in my opinion, with the Ace Pro Insta360 camera is that it's a little bit bigger and bulkier than the small DJI camera. And I also want to know, when you're filming and recording in normal color profile, which of these color profile do you like best? Which has the best straight out of camera look? That's also a preference of what people like. Some people like really saturated image and high contrast, and some people like a little bit more softer image. And I've said it so many times before, when it comes to colors and actual real colors, DJI usually delivers the best. It does, but that's just my opinion again, so it doesn't really matter what I think. And the meaning of this video is to help people out there to compare different cameras and see what they like best. But I have to say it again, if you're using a camera for activity and sports, choose one of the cameras from DJI Insta360 or GoPro Hero, even GoPro, because those are the most reliable cameras and produces the best image quality. Don't buy a cheap camera because it won't deliver at all. I did test the camera from another brand, was sent to me for free, but I have to be honest, it was so bad. It wasn't 4K. This camera produces realistic 4K, and you can probably see that too. Clear, nice image. So yeah. What do you think? Is one better than the other? Can you guess? Did you guess? And I really hope that my videos help people to choose. I'm not leaning towards any brands. I don't work with any of the big brands like DJI, Insta360 or GoPro. I really hope to one day, of course, but I always will be honest. But like I said, if you choose DJI, Insta360 or GoPro, you did the right choice. It all depends on preference and what kind of image you like. So thank you so much for watching. Give me a thumb up, and of course subscribe to my channel. That's really important. That gives me motivation to keep doing this, because it's a lot of work, it takes time and even money, but I do love it also. This is really fun, and when I get comments from people, I want to get involved and talk to them, and hopefully they learn something and I learn something. Of course you also get negative comments, that's normal, people do that, I don't care. So as always, I'll see you in the next one, bye.